is up, homies? And welcome back to the channel. We've got Paul in the background over there. Today, we have something special. Now, it is not exactly my dream bike. However, it is the same make. It's not the 2020, 2022s, nothing like that. But, boys, this is my dream bike. A Kawasaki ZX-10R. So it is a 2006, boys. Now, with that being said, it is a beautiful looking bike. Just one or two things, boys. We've got Penta Performance exhaust. Now, I've never heard of that, but I will pop something up, just about that, because, if I haven't heard about it, I'm sure one or two people are curious to know about that, so I'll pop that up on the screen. Other than that, boys, I don't see many modifications going on over here. We've got a big one, which is a steering damper, and this is something that, for me, is a make or break. We've got some nice dominant grips, and these are nice bar ends, so I don't know. It looks like they might actually protect the bike. Normally you have them over here, so don't quote me on it, but I think these might actually protect it if it does fall. We've got the stealth winglet mirrors. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you can't really use them. Yes, you can. I used them on my Daytona for like a year before it blew up, so they work. A huge, huge, huge thanks to Devet and Bikes. There's Polly over there. There's Mr. Devet. Huge thanks to him and his beautiful team for always accommodating us and for, just always allowing us to come in here and test out their beautiful machines, and for helping us to, do something that not many people are able to do. Let's see. Okay, we've got that down. There we go. Now, although it's a very big bike, what I will say, boys, is that it's pretty light. Like, it's 100 million% lighter than than that CBR over there. We've done two CBRs, and this is definitely lighter than both of them. So, I haven't been able to ride an R1 or a Gixxer 1K yet. Goes up to 15,000 RPMs. That's a little bit rowdy, eh, boys? Obviously, we're not going to be taking it there. But I must say, I am very much so a fan of the high revving engines. Okay, this is going to take some getting used to. Oh my word. Feels like I'm riding a bike for the first time. I can't actually explain this. And I think it's just so exaggerated because not only have I not ridden a sport bike in ages, I haven't ridden a 1000 probably since I'd have to say the last CBR that we did. We are really gonna have to shift our mindset a bit after all the naked bikes and after all the ADVs we've done. This is a completely different ball game now. I think I might actually be fighting the riding position a bit. That might actually be my issue. I think I just need to accept defeat and lie down. Obviously, if we're gonna compare the comfort of an MT-09 to the likes of a ZX-10, it's gonna be a night and day difference. But it's not a bad bike to ride still. I'm leaned over, but there's like these little divots in the tank, and my knees are resting against them perfectly. So what I will say, boys, is that this is definitely more comfortable than the CBR. That's without a doubt. The CBR, it was a heavy bike. It was very well seated, I will say that. But this is definitely just more comfortable. No! Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Okay. Holy moly. I think because my legs are doing most of the work here, my wrists aren't getting too sore, but I do feel my upper neck, and that's just because I'm keeping my head up like this. Oh, it's a little bit spicy today, boys. The only thing is my neck, and my neck it does get quite sore quite easily when I'm riding. Even on the triple it gets sore. So comfortability. Now obviously, boys, like I said, if I'm going to compare that to this, the comfort is going to be a completely different story. So we're going to compare. So the comfort on this is going to be based off of the Daytona and the CBR. Okay, please understand that. And the reason I say that is because I'm going to give it a 7.6 for comfort, and I gave an MTO 7 or something like that, around the same rating, maybe around an 8. Okay, the turning circle's not actually too bad. These roads are terrible, man. Okay, Paul's probably gonna get he's gonna get the jump on me, but I'm certain I'm gonna catch up to him. Boys, acceleration. I've done like 2 pulls on it, even if that, and boys, it's crazy. Like I'm not even watching the speed or anything, the revs. I'm just trying to listen, because I want to focus on what's happening in front of me, because I'm not used to this speed and this acceleration. He doesn't stand a chance. Not even a chance. Not even a chance, buddy. 9.3. This thing is crazy, and it deserves that rating. That rating perfectly fits the experience. Holy moly, boys. Woo, this thing's crazy. Obviously, boys, it's not going to even come close to the beloved Daytona, but it's nimble, and like I said, boys, it's nice and light. It's a difficult one, boys. I think we're just going to ride it for a little bit longer and get a better feel for it. But just to go back to the looks, you know, I am very much so a sucker for the old bikes, but at the same time, I do also appreciate the new ones. Boys, you know, I think it's just such a nice looking bike. You know, everyone, as I say in every review, it is something that is so dependent on personal preference. It's got a few things here and there, but it still, you know, screams that old 06, you know, Kawasaki, and I love that. You know, I really do appreciate that. And the other thing, boys, think about it. It's an 06 and it looks like this. Maneuverability, boys, we are finally, look at this fucking schmuck. I'm struggling to rate this bike, boys, because it is so different to what I'm used to. So I'm struggling to give you guys, like, you know, let's say a precise rating, and I'm struggling to make my mind up. You know, part of me is like, okay, it's not that nimble because I just got off my triple, but then I have to remind myself, you cannot compare the likes of a triple to this. You know, it's just, you can't do that. You can't. But it is a nimble bike. It didn't feel like the CBR. Yeah, the moment I got on that CBR, I was like, eesh, this thing feels like a tank. You know, this is very manageable. It just took a little bit of getting used to. You know, it feels natural now. You know, I'm actually quite comfortable. Maneuverability, guys, we're gonna give it a 6.8. Now, obviously, if I got to ride this thing more, I think I would end up giving it a little bit of a higher rating. Braking, boys, I didn't have to use them too much. You know, there wasn't a point where I was like, okay, let me slam on the brakes. As I say in all the other videos, boys, you know, instead of giving it a rating, we are going to shift over to, are the brakes, you know, what's the condition of the brakes? I would say that they are just fine, boys. You know, they're not Brembos or anything special. I think they are Tokusa or Tokuso. The pads, they don't feel rough, they aren't grinding, and it doesn't feel like there's air in the lines. And it's not too high off the ground. You know, I can flat foot it. Obviously, it's a little bit of a struggle. Again, I'm a shorter rider, so if I can ride it, boys, you can most certainly ride it. Awesome. absolutely awesome. This is one that we want to do. Um, Funny enough, we were actually supposed to do it today. Okay, immediately what I notice is that my ass is much less comfortable. This is a little bit less leaned over. Definitely heavier, without a doubt. Heavier. I was expecting it to get a little bit hot over here, but it wasn't even remotely hot. The only place that I felt the heat was over here. That is quite literally it. Can't express how grateful I am to be able to ride one of these things. Yeah, wow, what an experience. Just to go over everything again, looks, oh, it's just such a beautiful looking bike. You know, I love almost everything about it. But you know, if it was just a little bit sharper, you know, the edges are a little bit rounded. If they were a little bit sharper, 10 out of 10. Riding position again, boys, at the start, when I do these ratings, you know, like when I do the comfort and the riding position and stuff, that's sometimes even like 5 or 10 minutes after I've only just started riding the bike. So now that I've gone, I've ridden, I've come home, or I've come back, it's much more comfortable than what I felt. The only thing is my neck, and like I said, my neck got sore on that one. Overall review, I think we should start doing ratings for overall on my enjoyment. 9.7, no, yes, 9.7. Only way this could have been better if it was like a 2020 or something like that, but I'm a happy boy. I'm in my element. I love this review. It was an awesome time to get on one of these beasts and feel that power, feel that acceleration. Oh, boys, pretty much nothing but good things to say. Obviously, one or two complaints: the heat, my neck. You know, there might have been one other thing that I mentioned on the review, but other than that, boys, awesome review, awesome bike, had an awesome time. Like always, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Oh, and if you want to see a really, really good MT-07 review, click over here or over there. It's going to be somewhere over there. Just click on the video. It's a good one. Okay, bye-bye. Also, subscribe to Paul.